Betty Mali, Sazo Figa Gada, Baby Unga Hambi.
You already know what it is, guys. It's another episode of Nothing But Football. I know you guys, maybe you were looking for another tab, but we're here now. Give us a chance. Yes, it's going to be, well, a little bit of a...
Bombaclat.
I guess a Bombaclat episode. But a little bit of a reflection episode.
More fire.
I feel because it's, the so-called break. I think you mentioned it the last time, Chris.
Fucking Klopp. I have no football for 2 weeks with that bastard.
Yes, so if you guys aren't aware, there's now a mandatory break because football is hard. And so...
Yeah, earning £300,000 a week is hard.
No, listen, this, I don't agree with this type of break. But that's what I'm saying. International, I still agree with. I agree with them from that point of view. But yeah, guys, welcome to another episode. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. All that jazz, you know, you guys will figure it out if you're on YouTube. I'm assuming you're not an amateur. If you are an amateur, the stuff at the bottom. But let me introduce...
That bell-looking one
yes,
also.
All that stuff. So let me introduce you guys to the co-hosts. On my immediate right, King Don, Uncle Lucas.
How are we?
How you doing there, man?
The royal penis is clean, your eyes. So I really just assumed you're going to call me Hakeem. So I was thinking Prince Hakeem from Coming to America.
If that's, hey, bro, if that's what you want me to call you, hey, bro, I'll refer to you as that, Mr. Royal Penis. But yes, on my further right, got Uncle Curtis. How you doing there, brother?
I'm not okay, buddy.
Why?
I'm not okay, man. Like, there's no football. I have to watch the championship this weekend.
There's AFCON. AFCON's been entertaining.
That's what. We're in the semi-finals. Like, it's not enough football for me.
Yeah, bro.
So now I gotta watch Barnsley versus Bournemouth because these guys decided to be fighting.
Nah, I'd rather vomit. I'd rather go watch, what's his name, Serie A and...
It's closed. Is it closed? Let me check if Serie A is
do they also have the same thing?
In Feb?
Just hold on. Oh shit, the Spanish game. Never. In fact, you know what?
No, they were off. I think.
I think this week is international break. I'm just checking it. It's international break. There's no football this weekend.
But I don't think European teams are playing this.
Yeah,
because I know South American teams and whatever.
So I think it just because I'm looking now on Saturday fixtures, it's just third division championship. So I think it's a break across all leagues, maybe. Because even the German league, there's no football happening. And they just came back from a break.
All right.
Maybe it's cups for them. Maybe.
Well, I guess Klopp won then with these decisions. But yeah, guys, I thought maybe we can start with some transfer drivel. Get along with that. Obviously, we've seen the news. Yes, we'll start with United. I think that's always a nice place to start. It seems as though Martial, after the whole controversy of him not training, has decided to take his, he might be wanted in Spain, in particular Sevilla. But I'm not going to try break it down or anything. I'll flat out ask you, as a United supporter, how do you feel about this?
Good. Quite really? Good. Yeah. I think...
Star man.
Yeah, look, 7 years, he hasn't really done it, you know what I mean? So let him go try somewhere else, let him put himself in the shop window. He's a fantastic player, but, he's got a talent. He's got a fantastic talent. So, anyway, it hasn't worked for us.
No, fair point. So, I can agree with you. Uncle Curtis, what do you think? Do you care?
Man United saved some money, dog. He didn't win the Ballon d'Or. There was a clause. It was Ballon d'Or, Tony Martial. Never happened. They're saving money.
Yeah, fair point. Hey, you never know what can happen in this world of football.
But in terms of transfer fee, that's a big flop.
Yeah, of course.
For that time, that day and age, the amount they pay for him, it's a big flop, man. It's a lot of money wasted there.
He was touted to be the next Mbappe. Well, Mbappe before Mbappe was even.
Exactly, yeah.
It ain't easy being Henry, man.
Yeah, fair.
It ain't easy.
Yeah. What?
It ain't easy being Henry, dog. Everybody's the next Henry up until they feel that.
Sure.
Then we can just move on. Obviously, you guys, I don't know if you guys know, but there has been another sacking of a manager This,
one who-
yeah, this time it's Claudio Ranieri.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, the Watford boss he's now been sacked.
Yeah, so that's just a couple months.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't been there that long even.
That's
He
true.
took over from somebody who got sacked.
Yeah.
Because I could even argue that, okay, let me look at Watford's. Okay, yeah, they have fallen into relegation zone. It was Norwich's destination, but Norwich has now jumped out of relegation. So,
Dean Smith.
yeah.
But you know what? That man would have lost games. I think it's maybe 3 wins with Watford. The rest is probably let me look for it.
Yeah. It's 4.
Wins.
Yeah,
under
4
him.
wins, 2 draws, and 14 losses.
No, that's overall. I'm talking under this guy.
So you're saying him?
Yeah.
Yeah. To tell you the truth, from a Watford perspective, I would assume that this is I wouldn't say premature.
Yeah, here we go. Under him, 13 games in the league, 2 wins, 1 draw, 10 losses.
1 draw. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So he lost 10 out of 13.
But I wonder who those 10 are, man. He's lost against Arsenal. A lot of those losses I would expect.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
So
Hey, one of the wins is against United.
Yeah. Okay. No, I think the final straw was them losing to Norwich. I'm
Sure.
assuming,
Now, that one must hurt.
Yes, I'm assuming Norwich is now their derby game. So that one would have hurt. But nonetheless, I feel as though he was in, wrong place at the wrong time. I mean, Watford actually had a lot of players go to AFCON and they had to make a lot of impromptu signings.
That's what they get for not releasing that Nigerian striker, and then they had to go and lose against Tunisia. It was African pride on the line here.
Bro, I won't even lie, bro. I was so pissed because that guy even got a red card. The witch doctors are working hard.
Hey, man.
Basically, just to say, hey, bro, you didn't come. You're not going to have a great career. We're going to stop your form right now.
Right. But yeah, we'll see how it goes, man, because what's this? Yeah, it's almost time, man. It's almost time for the end of the season.
Yeah, I'm actually just looking at their squad, sort of saying, would I expect a squad like this to stay up?
Yeah.
My answer is no.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't have an impressive squad. It's just guys, I think in a lot of their games, they had players who've, risen to the occasion. Not risen to the occasion, actually. It's exceeded our expectations. You don't expect Josh King to just pop up and score as much as he did.
No, not at all.
You didn't expect Dennis to do the same thing. But, is it a lucky patch or can they keep this up? That's the question. So,
And guess who's replacing him, man?
Who?
Already?
Ray Hodgson.
Oh, okay, that's a good move.
Yeah, he's 74, man. That man doesn't want to retire. I don't know why he doesn't want to spend time.
Wasn't this guy supposed to go and retire? He was supposed to go live life nicely.
Imagine.
You know what happened? He spent 6 months with his wife and he's like, this is not for me.
Football's in his blood.
No,
I gotta get back. I gotta do something. I can't spend all day with the missus.
Yeah, bro. This must be, bro. I mean, that guy's been coaching for years, bro. So this guy probably just decided, nah, dog.
That guy even has Inter on his CV, dog.
Yeah, man. But it should be interesting. I think there's other news as well. I'll throw him in just for interest's sake. Traore has been linked with Tottenham.
The Watford one.
Adama.
The Wolves one.
Yeah.
That
is a Conte sign.
Yeah, but a good one, I think. Because obviously in my mind it's like the Victor Moses.
Yeah.
But remember what he did under that guy. He likes physical, aggressive wingback.
Yeah, the physical guy who'll do the job. And Adama does strike me as the type of player, he'll play his role.
Yeah, he runs in straight lines. That's perfect for Conte.
That's Tottenham's level of player. That's all I can say.
But after
Good, but not quite good enough.
Well, I guess they said they were going to sell Bergwijn. I don't think they're going to do that now because since Tottenham is going to make DVDs out of the Leicester game. So yeah, if you guys didn't see, Leicester played against Tottenham. It was over the weekend. Was it this game week or was it the previous game?
During the week,
midweek.
even.
Oh, it was a midweek fixture. Fixture. So the midweek fixture, I think it was the Tottenham game. They obviously didn't play against Arsenal. They were going to have a double game week. And then Leicester ended up being their only game. And I think they were 2-1 down.
With 10 seconds to go, I do not know what match fixing happened there.
Yeah, 2-1 down with 10 seconds to 10 seconds to go. Bring on Steven Bergwijn, who scored 2 goals in 80 minutes. Surprisingly to say that, obviously, I think we can expect this from a Tottenham, that Steven Bergwijn will be staying because he will have a little poster in his trophy, in the trophy room.
Yep.
So they'll just have a poster instead of having trophies. But yeah, I guess good for you guys, Tottenham. Another trophy in your hearts that you can remember. Then I thought, guys, since there is this break, let's maybe take some time to actually, analyze the table a little bit, because I feel like we haven't done that in a while.
Yep.
We've just thought, there's been so much controversy in football. Now that there isn't, we can actually take time and kind of look at the table, and just see what's going on. So I thought maybe we'd start with the top half of the table. We can discuss top half of the table and, maybe move on to relegation battle, because obviously relegation battle.
It's heating up.
Yeah, it's heating up. There's guys down there. There's rich guys down there causing,
Bomberklat.
There's rich guys causing mayhem. So I thought let's start with, the top half of the table. Obviously, first, the City with 57 points. Second, Liverpool, 48. Third, Chelsea, 47. Man United at fourth, 38. West Ham fifth, 37. Arsenal sixth, 36. Tottenham seventh, same 36. 8th, we've got Wolves, 34, 9 Brighton, 30, and 10 Leicester with 26. So first question I actually wanted to bring up to you guys is from a point of view of title chase. Do you think, everything is done? Do you think City are going to take it? Or do you think we still got an exciting chase at hand?
Never say never, but Pep has got it wrapped up, man. Never say never, but
You're right.
It's still Jan, no? Those guys could go on a 5-game losing streak. You never know. It's highly unlikely. Yeah, I'm more likely to get Beyonce than Pep lose 5 games in a row, but it could happen. Football is football. So, we'll see how it goes, man. But I think it's all but done. You saw with Liverpool taking the League Cup seriously. That's how I know it's all but done. Klopp all of a sudden making fake COVID tests and making sure his team gets it through, man.
They were fighting us. Remember, they were fighting us for wanting to postpone the game because we had injury problems.
I was laughing, man. I saw Liverpool fans complaining that Arsenal got the game on Spurs against Spurs called off on Sunday. It's unfair. And I'm like, mate, we're only playing this game because your team called for the first leg to be called off 2 weeks before. So why are you crying? It's not our doing. It's your guys' doing.
Nah, I won't lie. Liverpool did kind of pull a shift. Well, I guess you can kind of say it worked out for them because
they made it to the final, man.
I mean, they beat us. So, well, it was 2-0. So, but nonetheless, they beat us.
I saw some blasphemy. Somebody said Jota is better than Henry in his prime. I had to turn. You see, Liverpool fans are drunk off a couple of wins now. Jota, the man who's not even better than Ronaldo in his own country. Compare him to King Henry.
There's a part of me that's thinking of actually, entertaining this topic for Liverpool fans, but we're not going to do this. We're not going to.
He's even behind Bernardo Silva, Jota.
Yes, but now, in short, that's stupid.
Jota's not even better than Nuno Gomez. I'm disappointed.
Yes, we're not. Who?
Nuno Gomez, dog.
That old striker.
I don't think Jota's better than that guy. I'm telling you. No.
Okay.
Not Jota. Not the guy. Jota is just that guy who always scores against Arsenal, so.
Yeah. Yeah, well, he recently started, so we'll give him that. Okay. King Don, let me ask you, from a City point of view, well, from a Liverpool point of view, well, you can't even, I guess, top fours, they're not far off. Well, except Man United. Man United is a clear 20. So, but I'm saying from a Chelsea and Liverpool point of view, do you still think that this title race is still alive?
Yeah, I think it's still alive. It's obviously, going to be very hard. So I think they're 9 points clear. Look, Liverpool has a game in hand. So essentially, Liverpool would need to win 4 more games than City. type of thing, which is, I mean, you're asking City to lose 4 or 5 games, like Chris said. So that's kind of ridiculous. But there's still a lot of points to be taken from each other of the top teams.
No.
So I don't think it's walkovers like it's generally been for City. I mean, you can close your eyes and say City will only have a hard game against Liverpool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But now they'll have a hard game against Chelsea.
I mean, looking back,
they'll only give United 3.
the game against Southampton was meant to be a walkover, but there you go, a draw.
I think there's a lot of games still to play, and I think a lot of things will that table will change quite a bit.
Yeah, fair
not the top. I still rate City, but
yeah,
I think it'll be a 3-4 point league.
Yeah, shape.
Is Pepe's success if he leaves with no Champions League? He's got 1 year left on his contract.
Yes.
I think we can look at him as a Premier League legend if he leaves.
Football legend.
Total. No, the fact that he's won Champions Leagues with Barcelona
counts.
No, it does count.
To his name.
It does count. For Premier League, we're gonna look at his time at City and say, impressive. Well, you didn't really do much. In terms of, you didn't revolutionize City, but you were an important figure in City. I mean, City, let's not act like Pep, won them their first title or per se. I mean, they were already quite an established side before Pep came there. But,
yeah. But I would say he revolutionized them though.
Pep would be a footnote in Manchester City's history if they go on to win a Champions League after him, like he's a footnote in Bayern Munich's Champions League history. He'll just be, you did great for us, but Hansi Flick took us there.
I hear you, but he's probably already the second most successful manager in the Premier League.
Yeah, you know.
But I mean, what I'm trying to say is in Germany, 3 titles, there's other people that have that.
Yeah.
But he's on 4 or 5. He's the second most.
No, but it's City.
But that's what I say.
It's City. No, he's not on.
Saying in the league.
No, he's not on 4 or 5. He's on 2, 3.
No, he's on 4 or 5.
Dog. City don't have 8 league titles.
Eh?
City don't have 8 league titles.
We'll go back into. I'll check for you now.
He's on 2, 3, maybe 4. See, because he joined 2016.
Yeah. Scary part is Google just guessed what I was gonna type. See, he's won it 3 times.
Yeah, not 4 or 5. Because City have 4 or 5.
Don't you worry sometimes that your laptop is just listening to you? No, like I typed Pep and I pressed P and it said Pep Premier League titles. Maybe we're predictable. But yeah, nonetheless, I figured let's move on. Let's talk about Liverpool, funny enough. I think we all thought that the time without Salah and Mane would be difficult. But looking at their previous, 5 games, that would probably be around the same time that they've lost them. I think they've drawn twice, won twice, and lost once. Can we actually say that, they're missing their star men? Would you like to add in?
It's a good right vein of form. It's just like certain players stepped up and other players stepped up. Can they last much longer without those players? No. Because Fabinho is scoring the goals.
Yeah. Yes.
How long can Fabinho go and score for?
And I mean, can we please talk about this past weekend's penalty?
Yeah, that penalty too.
That is honestly the decision that has frustrated me most this season. Like, the referees are crap. We say all the time. There's a one in the Spurs game to talk about, but that Jota one, dear Lord. And that how long that break took. VAR went over it, then still sent this guy to the monitor, the ref.
You can see he miskicked it, the ball went away, and you can even see the man go towards the keeper.
He went towards the goalkeeper.
Hands up, away from it.
Yes, keeper's literally, he's carried by momentum, and he kind of just pulls out. And even watching it in the real time for me was the one where I looked, I'm like, come on, bruh. Even in real time, it's not like, most times, when they give those penalties, they'll say in real time it looked worse.
Yeah.
So that's the argument. But it looked worse in both, real and, freeze frame.
like contact is allowed. Like that's what Vieira was saying after the game. Is like we had a meeting with these guys, with the refs or whatever. They said they're not gonna, give for like small tackles and small niggles and whatever. And he was actually saying, guys, contact is allowed. So how is that a decision? So no one knows.
Yeah. It's because they keep on tinkering with rules, dog. Stop saying, man, you can just, if it's going to be contact, it's contact, man.
Yes.
Instead of, because then that's where we get this ambiguity with a lot of these things. Because, like a small niggle, like just pulling somebody's shirt in the penalty box as he's about to jump. That should be a penalty because you disrupted momentum. Now, but what Jota did, it's not even about contact. He went searching. It's no different from 2-3 years ago when people were complaining that players are leaving their trailing leg behind to make sure there's contact to fall. This is just the worst version.
Yeah.
He ran to the goalkeeper while the ball is going down there.
Sure. You can see him look away from the ball, then look at the keeper, then.
Yeah.
I don't even blame Jota. That's the referee.
Nah, I blame Jota. He's a cheat.
Hey?
No,
He's a cheat.
They were chanting cheat. The
That was
Crystal
a very-
Palace fans were chanting.
It's a very
cheat.
intentional decision. I can't not blame. You can blame both because it was a very intentional decision for him to go that direction and fall.
The ref, even when he was putting out his hand to say penalty, he looked like he was hesitating. He looked like he knew what the fans would say as soon as he put his hand out like this. He even put it out slow, like it's a penalty. But yeah, that decision will cost black managers their job, dog. Patrick Vieira is doing well, and then he gets a dubious penalty. His team feels dejected. Now we have no more Premier League black managers. yeah,
It's a conspiracy. We must look into that.
What if FA with Liverpool? How many times have we said that in the past? But I think let's move on and talk about Chelsea. They've had a lot of drama as of late, but they're still third. But the problem is that Liverpool have 2 games to spare. So, the gap could worsen. So I just thought we'd actually talk about, ever since the interview, we've seen, I think, Lukaku in a decent amount of games, especially for a man who's, been involved in controversy. It's kind of expected that you respond kind of immediately on the pitch. So I just thought, let's check, guys. How do you feel? Controversy wise, Lukaku, has he performed after all this?
Joe, the problem is not Lukaku to me. It's the way the club plays, man. Like, Lukaku should never have went back there. It's just not for him. They must go look for another Didier Drogba. That's the profile of a Chelsea striker now. One that will hold up play. It's selfish.
Score goals in finals.
Yeah.
Win trophies.
But he's not a prolific striker, dog.
So what?
Yeah, we're not saying we sort of say, but we're talking about this Lukaku versus why one works at this club, why it doesn't matter. We're talking about what you call how it's working out for him, and he's not working out for him because they don't need that type of striker. The type of striker that works for them is a Drogba.
They should have gotten Chris Wood.
Maybe.
Chris Wood does that hold up play, all that stuff.
Yeah, maybe if they get Chris Wood, Mason Mount might be the next Lampard.
Maybe. Man. Looking at it from my point of view, I think I hate to say it. Yeah, maybe it was the wrong decision to go to Chelsea.
You flopped there twice, boy. How many chances you want to flop with that club?
I think it's not as dramatic, or for him, obviously his numbers aren't there, but without his numbers being there, they're still doing all right.
Yeah.
So it's one of those, like, he has time to just, get himself into how they play and hopefully get some goals there. Because at the end of the day, who's challenging for goals in his team?
Okay, I'll put it this way, nah. There's nothing stopping Chelsea from getting another striker. Like when Werner wasn't doing it, they got Lukaku. His time is running out. He's got up until May.
Agreed, especially for a big money move like that.
Yeah. Look at Juventus. We were trying to get that Serbian striker. Now Juventus have made the bid and got a hold of him. What's the next top striker? There's no other available top striker I can think of right now off the top of my head.
For Chelsea can afford it. They paid 100 million for Lukaku.
Yeah, but I'm saying which player is going to want to go? Which top striker is going to go there after 2 strikers flopped? I'll think about it twice.
My man, the list keeps running. It's Chelsea at the end of the day. They'll go. If you're a top striker at, I even wanted to say a top 6, but they can get Champions League players.
Haaland is always an option, I guess.
There's a lot of
But something tells me
hectic signings and more
no,
flops.
but that's why I say whatever Raiola will probably argue, using past strikers and say, hey guys, you're not gonna treat my guy like this guy. He needs to play X amount of games. He needs, So I'm assuming if he would, I don't think he would go to Chelsea. I think they're probably touting for Barcelona or Real Madrid.
Yeah. But I think another striker comes in. That's less game time for Werner than Lukaku. Werner can play another position at least. But
To tell you the truth, I'm actually very surprised that Newcastle haven't tried to offload Werner. There's been news that Newcastle has been wanting Werner. So I thought maybe by this time
Werner does a lot, man, for that team, man.
he's a good player.
He does a lot.
It's just
He does more than Lukaku at this current stage. He assists.
for me, I feel as though it was wrong for Chelsea to want to rely on Werner as your sole striker. Like it's not going to work out. Yes, sharp. Havertz also did help on making Werner look back because him and Havertz and Werner were supposed to work together because they actually play well together. If one's off form, then one must be on form. But they just both chose to be off form at the same time.
Yeah, it's not the type of profile of player Chelsea need, man.
I just think Chelsea's game is a bit too slow for Lukaku.
Yeah.
Because Lukaku wants to get the ball and run at you. So he wants to beat one player and get his shot on.
Yeah, fair.
But it is what it is. I still think he'll get goals for Chelsea. So
yeah, maybe.
His time is running out, man. Guess who's the top goal scorer again?
Who?
Jorginho.
Hey.
6 penalties.
Much?
Guys, I'm head on to win that bet of no Chelsea striker will get 10 goals.
What, the season?
Yeah. I'm head on to win it.
You do know that all it takes is that Lukaku can play against the Norwich on the wrong day and he'll get 4 goals.
To add to his 1.
No, Lukaku's got like 6 goals.
In the Premier League.
Yeah.
In the league.
In the league alone.
Yeah.
Nah, I doubt it, boy, because
they were talking about it before what's his name? Him and Harry Kane have 6 goals.
6
or 5. I'll make sure.
I'll tell you now.
Please double check.
Because as far as I know, they were saying
Sure, 5-5.
Yeah,
5-5.
5.
Okay.
Sorry, my bad, not 6.
Okay.
But
But
5.
either way, dog, if he ain't doing it the whole season, with the World Cup coming up, with international breaks coming up, with Champions League coming back, I don't see them scoring 4 goals in one game.
But mark my words, Lukaku will hit you with a hat trick at some small team.
Sure.
He's gonna own some centre back, some young centre back somewhere.
Sure.
And then the conversation is
Pablo
gonna
Mari
change.
is going to play again one day.
Yes.
Guys,
Like something's gonna
we're
happen.
halfway through the season. He's played every team once at least. We're halfway through the season.
Yeah, he's got 16 appearances, yeah.
They know him. He's not gonna come and bully in the second leg.
Bruh, I wouldn't count against it. 10 is little.
Yeah,
10 is
not a Chelsea striker hit 10 last season again.
But you see now,
Drogba was averaging 10.
Yeah, but I'm saying this guy can score goals in the Prem. He's not far from 200 Premier League
Yeah,
goals.
but at the
I
wrong
mean,
time.
this is not no slouch.
You know what's the thing? He went to Everton, he scored goals. Went back to Chelsea, didn't score goals. Went to West Brom, he scored goals. Went back to Chelsea, did not score goals. Went to Inter and Milan, scored goals. Goes back to Chelsea, does not score goals. It's repetition.
I hear
He
you.
does it one more time, it's madness.
I hear you. I still think he has time to score some goals.
we've spoken a lot about Chelsea. Let's move on. To the 4th place team, I think, Man United. There was a time where we thought, Ragnarik might be wrong for him, but I think he's done something. He's winning his games.
Yeah.
Because I look at it from the game when you lost against Wolves 1-0, and then you drew against Aston Villa. That time, it seemed as though, Man United, something's going wrong. They were even arguing about, Ronaldo, this. Now there's players partying with anti-Semitic rappers. Google the rapper Wiley, the UK rapper. Apparently, Martial and Lingard were partying with him.
Rashford and Lingard.
Right, Rashford and Lingard.
So it's Caucasian folks being Caucasian again. It's Caucasian folks being Caucasian again.
No.
Look at those niggers over there.
They're looking for something wrong.
It's a bunch of people having fun.
On
then
their
it's
day
like,
offs.
oh my God. They chilled with...
With a rapper.
Like, let's talk about slavery before we talk about anti-Semitism. Or whatever you want to call it. Let's talk about that slavery trade.
No, so obviously after that, Man United claimed wins against Brentford. 3-1. They claimed a win against West Ham, 1-0. So I think that has kind of changed their positioning in the league. They were 7th at some point. Now they're in the top 4. I think that's pretty decent. Uncle Lugusa, let me ask you.
Yeah,
as a Man United fan.
I mean, it's decent in the time that this coach is here. But obviously, like we said at the start, or like I said at the start of the season, United's progress this season would be being closer to the top. As in, you wanted to feel like you're in a title challenge. So it actually feels like a step backwards in terms of the whole season, because now you're fighting for 4th. Yeah. Whereby that's not where we want to be. But in terms of for this new coach, I think he's done some things he has to do. It hasn't been spectacular, but I think from a defensive point of view, start of the season with Oli, we was conceding 2 goals a game.
Yeah.
2 goals a game. We had to win 3-2 all the time.
Clean sheets were not
exactly
a regular thing for you guys.
Exactly. So we're conceding less. Maybe in the last 2 games we defended a bit better. It's just marginal games, really. It's concede less. He even said himself, we still need to work on what we do with the ball. Yeah. Because even in that last game against West Ham, people just get the ball and shoot. It's just like you're outside the box, whatever. So I don't know. There's still work to do, which is sad. I mean, the team was supposed to have.
I don't know. By now. Uncle Curtis, your views on Man United's progress, really? Over the last couple of games?
It's the topsy-turvy season, man. I remember a couple of weeks ago, United fans were talking about games in hand. We'll be 4th with ease with games in hand. Now Arsenal's crying, we can make 4th with ease. We can, jump Chelsea with our games in hand. So,
what?
Yeah.
No, that was...
Check.
That was recent. I guess 3 games.
Isn't that Spurs?
No, I think we'll be quite close. If we had won
How many points are there?
If we had won against Burnley, we would have jumped over them.
How many points are there? But it's like literally that close now.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong, it is.
Oh, you've got 3 games in hand on Chelsea. Yeah.
Yes. So basically, if we had won this previous game, we would have jumped over Chelsea with games in hand. But obviously, Arsenal being Arsenal, went up against Burnley and drew. But I guess, Burnley does have
Burnley,
a number on us.
Nobody beats Burnley like that. We're on 36. We win. We're 2 points.
At the Emirates, you're just cool with Burnley's difficult at the Emirates.
With all the injuries that we have, what can we do?
What I'm saying,
it was average age of 22.
Burnley,
the Burnley that beat you guys.
Yeah. No, but I'm saying you've just played them at home. You got a 0-0 draw, and you're walking away like, yay, well done.
I'm not saying yay, well done. I'm saying
I will obviously give my views when it's time to talk about Arsenal. Right now, we're talking about Manchester United. There was a little snippet, so yes, you've given your opinion. From my point of view, Manchester United they've done well. Games like this. A West Ham playing against West Ham. Didn't West Ham took it when you guys played them at the London Stadium?
I think we either beat them or drew, but that's the one where David De Gea saves the penalty in the last minute. Remember when they brought Mark Noble or someone off the bench?
No. Yes.
That would have been a winner or a game or a goal to draw. I think that was
a winner. Yeah, I think that was a winner.
No, he missed it. Missed it.
For them, I said they won. Sorry, not by them, I mean you.
Yeah.
You guys won, but that was for the draw.
Sure.
Yes. And that was when De Gea is now the best goalkeeper ever.
He has been, Joe. De Gea has been saying
No. Listen, To tell you the truth.
Yeah, we ended up winning that game.
Yeah. De Gea has been playing out of his,
I don't even know where Dean Henderson is now anymore.
He wants to bounce. I think he kind of sees now, bro. Hey,
He asked for too high salary expectations, dog. He had a couple of...
He got it.
Yeah, he got it. But you know what I'm saying? He had a couple of good seasons. Now he's being overpaid. Now where is he going to go?
That's one of those
That
things.
man's going to take a pay cut wherever he goes now.
He's on 100K plus.
Yeah, he's going to take a pay cut wherever he goes.
Yeah, and if he's got any ambitions of bouncing, I think not of bouncing, of becoming a decent Premier League star, I think he needs to leave Man United.
On loans and that, De Gea, we must also sell De Gea while he looks okay again. Because as good as De Gea is playing, when you see they're paying him damn near 400K a week,
and that's also the problem.
He ain't good enough. He ain't producing 400K a week numbers.
But that's my problem with De Gea as well. De Gea will give you performances like this. You will choose to get rid of the backup. Last time it was Romero.
Yeah.
A decent backup. Then you just get, a backup just to, buy time. And then that's when he decides, okay, yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Now you guys have me only.
Yeah.
You play with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think as brilliant as he is, let him have the season. But they'll never United. They'll give him more money. But to me, I would say change De Gea in the summer.
Yeah, man. I guess that's it for United. I figured we'd touch on the rest of the teams. We'll obviously get to maybe 7th, and then break down the mid-table teams. I mean, mid-table teams, there isn't really much to talk about except those ones that we can look back and say, hey, what's going on? But then we'll chat about relegation, because obviously it's gotten a little bit more interesting. We thought that it was set in stone, but things are going down down there.
That was going to be crazy.
So I figured, guys, let's just take a little break now, sort ourselves out, and then we'll be back for part 2 to discuss the rest of the table and what's going on.
Yeah,
and Uncle Curtis's beauty tips.
And I read those Wiley comments. No, that man was wilding, dog.
Who?
Wiley. That man was wilding.
Oh, I think, okay, hold on. We're not going to discuss it during the break. Please save it. I want to hear it. I want to be shocked for the first time.
I thought I could defend that brother. I can't defend that. He was wilding.
All right. But yeah, guys, thank you for joining us for part 1. We'll see you in part 2. If you do make it. Obviously, if you're listening on Anchor and Spotify, you've got no choice. Well, you do. You could stop it, but please don't stop it. So yeah, thanks guys. Cheers.